Hello, Booktube, and welcome to Jackie's Reading Corner, and I'm going to do a tag video. The tag I'm going to do is the Booktube Darlings Tag, created by April from Getting Hooga With It. She created this tag. She was inspired by the fact that there are a lot of books on Booktube that are considered darlings, like Booktube favorites. So she came up with a set of questions that have to do with that. So the first question, and I have it on a Word document. I didn't write it down in a notebook, but I did create a Word document. So might be like looking in that direction to get further questions. Okay, so the first question, number 1, White Rabbit. Which Booktuber introduced you to the world of Booktube? The wonderful land of Booktube is the question phrase of it. And I was thinking about this because when I remember last night that I wanted to do this tag, so I was trying to think of who, and I really don't remember specifically who, but I think I know anyway, that there were Booktubers like Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, Katie Tastic, I think was one of those Booktubers, what is her name? Haley from Bookland. She's one of the early Booktubers I watched. I want to say Christine from Paul and Bananas, but I'm not 100% sure she was one of the people that kind of introduced me. I want to say that Sam was the one who really introduced me to Booktube. She was like the first Booktuber I watched, but it's been so long. It's been quite a few years, so I don't remember exactly who. But that's my answer. Okay, question number 2. Which Booktuber should have loads more subscribers? This is another tough one, because there was at least one Booktuber that I wanted to mention that doesn't. There is one Booktuber that I want to mention that is still fairly new, and that is Egyptian Reader, and I apologize, I don't remember her first name, but so far I really like her personality, and one of the things that I really like that she's doing currently about books is that she is dumpster diving for books that have been thrown away and donating them to other places, and I think that's just really cool, and I think she deserves more attention as a Booktuber. I think she's a really nice person, got a lot of things to say. Tawny, the tiny little Booktuber, she's another one that I like. She's very sweet. I like what she has to say, and I think she deserves more attention on Booktube. Who else? What I should have done is wrote some notes down, but let's see, did I? Nope, I didn't put anyone down for that one. But the third question I did, question number 3 is Autowatch. Which Booktuber do you drop everything to watch the minute their video goes live? And I said Olive from Book Olive. Her and this other particular Booktuber have always been my number 1 favorites. I always love watching their videos, although ironically I don't read a lot of their kinds of books. Like, I'm just starting to get into nonfiction, and she reads a lot of nonfiction, and the way she talks about them and how eloquently she speaks and how thought-provoking she speaks, all of has definitely gotten me interested in nonfiction. And I think with nonfiction, it just depends. You have to pick the right book. Like, just like with fiction, we have our favorite topic. I mean, just like with fiction, we have our favorite types. And I feel like you definitely need to have, it depends on, your subject, the subject matter. If it's your favorite subject, then of course you're going to love it. Because nonfiction can be seen as dry. And I'm one of those people who thinks it can be dry at times. But yeah, Olive from Book Olive is someone, as soon as I see her video, I immediately get really excited. And although sometimes because I love her videos so much, I like to save them for last. Because I always, if it's something that I love or I'm really excited about or really passionate about, I like to savor it and wait for the right moment to watch it or to look at it or, to use it or whatever. So that was question number 3. Question number 4, twinning. Which booktuber has the most similar reading taste to you? And that is, I am going with Reagan from Peruse Projects. We both love fantasy. Fantasy is my go-to genre. And I also feel like there are some booktubers that are into genres I'm leaning towards even before I start watching them. Like, of course now I can't think of her name. Brooks. Her last name is Brooks. Not Elliot Brooks. Although she's another one, I feel like we have a lot of similar taste. I can't. Not Heather. I can't. Oh, dang it. I can't remember her name. But I'll say, well, for now, I'll just say Elliot Brooks. Not the one I'm trying to think of. And Reagan. I agree with them on a lot about fantasy, especially like Elliot. I agree with her that, on the whole, not wanting to read books where romance dominates the story. So yeah, Elliot Brooks and Reagan from Peruse Projects are my book reading bookish twins, at least in taste anyway. Okay, question number 5, and that is Boss. Which booktuber do you look up to and admire the most? And I'm going to say Jen from Insert Literary Punch. She is the other one that I will, even if we don't have any books in common during that video, I will still watch her videos. She's another one who speaks very eloquently and very passionately about the books that she reads. And I just get so, I feel smarter just watching her videos, her and Olive. So I definitely recommend them. She's a booktuber that reads a lot of classics. She's like Jean from Jean's Bookish Thoughts. And a lot of literary materials. And what was the country? There was like with Olive, she has a kind of, Olive is a fan of Russian nonfiction about Russia. And I think Jen also has, I'm trying to remember, but I think she also has kind of a favorite country she likes to learn about in literature. Or I should say, I guess nonfiction is literature. I don't know. But yeah, so question number 6. Which booktubers are you genuinely friends with, or which booktubers could you see yourself being friends with in real life? Okay, so I'm still a fairly new channel, and I haven't really I honestly don't have I haven't really connected to anyone on that level yet that I consider a booktube bestie. Someone, but hopefully one day I'll connect with one of you guys that watches my channel. So I'm going to go with the which is a booktuber that I could see being one of my friends. And I'm going to go with Heather from Bookables, and just to throw in a couple other answers, Murphy Napier. She's another booktuber that I could see being friends with. Although I could never understand their life as moms, I couldn't necessarily relate to that. I mean, the closest I come to that is my sister has 2 boys that I help take care of when we go see them. Although my mom, I think, does more of the taking care of than I do. One day, though, I don't like to think about it, but one day my mom's not going to be here, and I'm going to be the one helping my sister probably, along with her in-laws, I'm sure, and her sister-in-law. But I feel like we're very similar in the age range, and it's hard to explain. I can't really pinpoint exactly, but just their personalities, I feel like we would mesh we would mesh well, personality-wise. And I think sometimes it would be good for me to have a person that's more laid back and not as intense about although I don't know how intense Heather feels about like the Buffy universe or the Joss Whedon universe. But that's one of the things. We both kind of like the same shows, in the case of Heather from Bookables. Murphy Neighbor doesn't really, I feel like she doesn't really watch TV, so, but I feel like I could connect with their personalities really well. And I was also going to say another person, the person I was thinking about earlier with this, let me look her up on my, let me see if I can find her. Okay, where is she? Really? Books and things. Jessie the Reader, Elliot Brooks, Harriet Rosie, Wandering Reader, Edward Here, Mercy's Buggish Musing. Where are you? Oh, Jennifer. Okay. So Jennifer Brooks. She's another one. She was the one I was trying to think of earlier. Okay, once I have to do something again. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to call up the document again. So, like I said, Jennifer Brooks is another one. So, Heather from Bookables, Murphy Napier, and Jennifer Brooks. Those are booktubers I feel like I could see myself being friends with them. And possibly, Toddy from the Tiny Little Booktuber, I feel like we could be friends too. Ooh, sun's coming out. Yay! The sun's coming out. Yay. I like the sun. Although the problem is now that it's like summer, spring weather, when the sun's out, it's like really hot. And, if you already watched my video on talking about what I'm going to read today on my day off, I talked about how part of my job is to get the carts. So it is not fun when it's hot. But at least they let us have water bottles out there, so. And we get to wear shorts. Okay, so those are my BookTube besties, or ones I think would be my BookTube besties. Okay, so question number 7, bookcase envy. Which booktuber has a library you love to have? Either the books on their shelves or the library setup itself. And this is one where I also mentioned Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I like her setup. And then let's see, was there anyone else? I'm trying to. Murphy Neighbor had a nice, good. Like, basically, I'm the envy of those booktubers that have the more than one shelf. Because I have 2. So I do have more than one technically, but I'm telling you like 3 or 4 shelves. Well, I guess in a way I do have 3 also, but that one is for the DVDs because when we moved here, my mom was like, you're keeping the DVDs in your room. Because I'm the only one who really watches movies. Because even my dad, even though he loves movies, if it's on TV, he'll watch it on TV. Which, unfortunately, I have a bad habit of doing that as well. But, yeah, I'm the only one who actually will watch our DVDs on repeat. Like, I watched the Ben Stiller comedy. Well, he always makes comedies. So, the Ben Stiller movie, Tropic Thunder, the one that came out in 2008 was when that one came out. Which, by the way, that's a great movie. It doesn't have a lot of female characters. There's really only one scene with females in there. But it's hilarious. It's a parody on the movie making process. It's commentary on actors and how they take their craft so seriously that they will become their characters, and kind of mocking it a little bit. It's really funny. It's like these group of actors, with 4 of them have egos, and then there's the new guy joining this cast, and they're making this Vietnam War movie. And then, because the director can't control him, he's told by the guy who wrote the book that send him into the real jungle. So unfortunately they get sent to the Vietnam jungle, and the director gets his head blown up. And they essentially have to survive, but one of the lead actors does not thinks it's all a game, thinks it's all set up, and, there's all these hidden cameras, which technically there are, but it's a really hilarious movie. Okay, so, yeah, so there's quite a few. Sam from Lots of Homes is one of them. And I'm trying to think of, is there one that I like their setup? There's some that have these really cute setups. Like, I like those, I can envy those people who have lights on their shelves. I mean, I guess I can buy them, but then I feel like I would feel weird, because when I make purchases, I still feel the need to clarify with my mom, be like, would you be okay with this? Because, I mean, that's what happens when you live at home. This is not my house, this is my parents' house. So I feel like I still kind of have to ask permission to do certain things in my room. So I'm trying to, so I do like those people that, what is her name? Cheez Whiz. I like her setup too. She's another booktuber that I like her. Which that reminds me, I have a tag idea for her. I don't know her or anything, so it would be weird. So I don't know if it would be weird messaging her, but I have this tag idea of essentially doing like a comic book related tag. And I know that she's one of the few booktubers that I know that actually reads comic books on a regular basis, including particularly the original ones, not just the ones like the stuff like Saga and stuff, but I'm talking like the Marvel and DC stuff. But I think she uses lights, but like a lot of the booktubers that have those Christmas type lights on their bookshelves, I think that's cool too. Okay, number 8, MIA. Which booktuber hasn't posted in a while that you miss immensely? Okay, this is another one where I said Jen from Insert Literary Pun. And of course, I know why she doesn't post regularly anymore. It's because I think her job is keeping her busy. So she's not posted as much. She just does reviews and updates us on what's going on with her reading. And I like her videos. Like I said in the previous question where I brought her up, I always enjoy watching her videos. And her videos inspire me to read certain books, like classics and stuff like that. And the same thing with Book Olive. And then there's actually also the fantasy people who read a lot of fantasy that they also kind of inspire me to read certain books. But yeah, I understand why, but I kind of miss her videos. And then I should look for Leslie from Words of Reader, because I liked her videos too. And then there was another booktuber, I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, but Rianne? I don't remember what her channel name is, but I feel like she just disappeared from my radar. I don't know if she's still on Booktube or not. I think I went to her channel, and her channel seemed to have closed, that she's not on there anymore, but so I liked her videos. And she kind of reminded me of, I'm trying to think. There was I just watched her. It's hard to remember because I watch so many booktubers. I subscribe to so many booktubers that it's like hard to keep up or remember all their names. Like over like 100, more than like around the 300s. But what's her name? Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea Reads, I want to say her channel name is. She is the one she lives on the farm, and she does a lot of videos where her goats, particularly Napoleon, who is so cute. Her goats remind me of dogs. They're like dogs. And they're so cute. And she always has Napoleon pick her books for that month. I mean, not always, not all year, but like during the spring and summer. She will film videos where he picks her books. That Rihanna girl kind of reminds me of her a little bit. Reminds me of Chelsea. But anyway, so yeah, she's another one, Rihanna, that I think, if I'm saying her name right, she's another one that has just they disappear from BookTube. I mean, I respect if a booktuber, if someone that's filming BookTube has just got tired of it and doesn't want to do it anymore and just wants to step back and focus on other things. Like, I respect if you don't want to do it anymore, like whether you're taking just a break or you are permanently leaving BookTube. I respect that, but like a lot of people, like most fans of those channels, you know, I would miss them if they left. If and when they leave, when they leave or if they've left. Like another booktuber recently said that she was thinking about leaving, or she wasn't sure if she was gonna leave, and that was Sam from Sam's Nonsense. She was thinking about taking a break from BookTube too. And there was another one that I recently that decided not to film any videos, at least this month, and back in April too, and now I can't think of her name. But anyway, right now, my main answer is Jen from Insert Literary Pun. But I understand why she hasn't made videos in a while. Okay, question number 9. Newbie. Which booktube newbie are you most excited about? And I'm going to say Egyptian Reader, which I already mentioned her in this tag. I am really, like I said, I like this one project that she's got going on right now. I think it's really cool that she's basically she's rescuing books and giving them a home, which I think is really awesome, a really awesome idea. I don't know if I would ever do that. I mean, like dumpster dive. In fact, like she actually almost got in some trouble because of it. Because this person didn't understand what she was doing, that she was doing something bad, and she wasn't. She was rescuing books. And I think, like I said, that's really awesome, and I really want her to continue making videos. I mean, and then I was just thinking about another person, but I can't remember. Oh, Jennifer Brooks. I really liked her videos so far. And I think, like I said, she's someone that I've developed similar taste to. And we're actually both reading The Count of Monte Cristo, but I'm sure she's gonna get that one done before me. Which, that's one of the books I'm thinking about bringing when I go on my 2 vacations this summer, next month. Okay, so the last one is tag some people, but I'm not going to tag anyone because I did try it one time, and I don't know if those people ever saw it. So, which is okay, not a big deal. But if you want to do this tag, feel free to. It's a fun tag, and I will post the link to April's video once I am in the Dropbox below. If you like this video, be sure to give a thumbs up and click subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope you are enjoying your reading.